Is that because you're too good looking? It's a sin.
I didn't think about that, but I'm going to say no.
Hi, Harry. It's
Hi.
good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. I've been trying to contact you since I know you came to Taiwan last year.
Yeah, my wife's from Taiwan. She's from Taichung. So I love visiting. We go to Taipei often. I just spoke to somebody I was talking to about my experiences up in Wulai, eating the wild boar sausages, the rice, and like sitting in one of the hot spas.
Yeah, I saw all the beautiful photos and I was like, oh my God, you're in Taiwan. I should contact you. But I know you were on holiday, so yeah, here we are. I can finally talk to you.
Yay.
And congratulations on the parenthood.
Thank you. Yeah, a big life change, but I think we're, super happy, and 2020 was challenging, but like this definitely was something to look forward to.
Also, congratulations on the Snake Eye. I mean, the new franchise. It's normally that you're gonna be the 007, but now we're seeing another franchise first.
No, exactly. Kicking off the G.I. Joe universe and starting from scratch with such an iconic character, I think was important. We really wanted to delve into his history. We only know him as the guy with the mask on, the kick-ass ninja, but who is he behind the mask? So that's what we explore in this movie.
It's funny that you mentioned he's always covered with mask and he never speak for the first two franchise. Now you are staring Snake Eyes and it become a different story. Is that because you're too good looking? It's a sin.
I didn't think about that, but I'm going to say no.
Oh, you're too humble.
I think
go for yes. That's the reason.
I think more of the reason was to endear yourself to the audience, you really need to look into the eyes of the human behind the mask and understand what he's been through as a journey. And so you can kind of come to terms with who he's becoming, and the hard decisions that he made. And so this really goes deep into a soul of a person that we think we know.
So it's actually a story. Is it like a prequel?
You could say it's a prequel for sure, because we see him before he becomes Snake.
For 600 years, our ninja have brought peace to the world. I'm on a new level. I need warriors like you. Join us.
What do I have to do?
And also, you've been training for a lot of different, skills, because in the comic book, he's a talented person with so many skills. He can utilize all these different kind of weapons. So which one is the most challenge to you?
We concentrated definitely on the katana, the sword work. So we spent 2 months learning how to choreograph with that, the generic sort of like the fight sequences, the kicks, and it all compiles together to like these crazy action sequences that we're so proud of showing everyone.
Right. How long have you been training for that? And compared to Parenthood, which one is more difficult?
Parenthood definitely is more difficult than anything I've ever done. No, it's getting better for sure. But we spent about 2 months training really, really hard. All of the actors were put through the ropes, and it shows on screen. Like we do all of our choreography and stunt work.
Wow, only 2 months. You're talented with that. So maybe you can do more of the action films you're going to take.
I think it's going to be, it definitely set the standard as one of the most challenging sort of productions I've done. So it either can only gets harder and harder, or everything else afterwards is going to be seen as easy.
Right. Only 2 months, you become an expert. But Parenthood is for life.
Definitely not an expert, but in awe of people who dedicate their lives to it.
We try to find a balance between what is pre-existing G.I. Joe lore, but also finding a way of updating it, giving people more.
And also, I know this time, for Snake Eyes, it has a lot of elements from Japan. For G.I. Joe, it's an American story, but how come the director set the direction to the Japanese environment and also the Japanese style for
because that's the story between Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Storm Shadow takes Snake under his wing and brings him to Japan to train with his clan, the Arashikage. And so that's how Snake Eyes becomes who he is, through their training. And so we had to film in Japan because that was the most realistic and most authentic.
别忘了订阅我们的频道，打开小铃铛就不会错过任何精彩内容，随时上架。我们下回再见。